So this is another week of UI for AI. And this week I worked on several projects, including moving forward YAM tasks. However, I also worked on this side project, which is basically recreating a physical task board. It looks like this, if you could see that in the video, it's a personal video. And it has a list of tasks, just like in the screen view here. And it also has a bunch of toggle switches. And the idea here is just that there's a bunch of things that I want to try and do each day. And I wanted a simple way to keep track of it, just like my physical task board. I really liked the physical task board because it's easy to use, and it's also something that is not fiddly. And what I mean by that is you can't get distracted with something else, like a YouTube video or, writing something. It's basically a one task product. You just have a list of tasks and you check them off. And in the same way, the idea about this is this would always be on my iPad and it would be locked on the screen. You could use something called kiosk mode where the app can't be changed easily. And every day it would reset these automatically. And that's a slight improvement over the physical task board, is that I'd have to unclick them. One of the things I tried to keep from the physical version of it was that it was very satisfying to move a task from incomplete to complete. And so I'll do this here. When you click this, I don't know if you can hear this, but there's a nice satisfying thunk. And in the same way, in the physical task board, when you move these switches over, they have a very satisfying conversion stage, going from not selected into selected. It just feels very satisfying to move it over and substantial. And generally, I'm feeling that these little micro moments of joy are, or maybe just call it's satisfying, have been really beneficial to keeping habits up. That's similar to these little custom containers that I've been building, where the products would fit exactly in. And so when you did your task for the day related to these products, that you get this opportunity to slide them back in and they fit perfectly into their spots. This channel is about UI for AI. However, I'm realizing that it's not so much limited to, as in it needs to be UI, that it's for AI applications, but it's also the types of UI that get unlocked through the ability to use AI. This is an application, this tablet taskboard emulator, which would clearly never have gotten written if AI didn't exist. It's just way too much work for doing something fairly simple. However, because AI is available, it's something that you could whip up in like a couple of hours. And you also get some nice back-end stuff here that was built almost like one shot. So basically, I didn't have to make any changes apart from the initial prompting, hardly at all. But you can, drag and drop these into new positions. You can add new tasks. And also, there's a little stats tracker page here where you can just see the last 30 days, how you've been doing with these stats. So yeah, that's what I've been working on, at least in part this week. Oh, and I put YAM tasks into production. So that's actually available on the internet at YAM. So let's see if I Let's say tasks.purcell.app. Yeah. So you can see that this is available online. It's a little tight because it's in tablet mode, the screen size here, but it's been designed for desktop. So we will have to likely play with that in the future to get to work nicely in different devices, including tablets and mobile. But anyways, the idea is that this is out in production, and I would love to get this working with the actual second brain application, or sorry, to start work on the second brain application, which would be like Notion or Slide, but with additional features. All right, so that's it for this week, and I will see you next week. Thank you.